One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let me go on Instagram Live early and let the people them over there know what's popping over there. We're on YouTube and Twitch today. So something went wrong with the Twitter or X. So sorry. Not going to be able to do something on Twitter, but it's no big deal. Let me go up on Instagram quick, fast, and let the people know that we are out here. Holy smokes. Instagram got some new features. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Salute to the people on Instagram. We are live on YouTube. Big salute to Scrappy early in the chat. She says, y'all can stop with the narrative that there's a beef between Kendrick and Big Sean, because there's not. Well, I beg to differ. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat over here on Instagram. We are live on YouTube. Pop up on our YouTube channel. We Love Hip Hop Network. Let's get a conversation going on. I have a link in the chat as well for people who want to chime in. It's pinned to the top of the chat where it says join the conversation. And y'all could join in, and give your opinions. I got a list of topics. Let me make sure I go over my list of topics. Big salute to Papa Op. Pop it up in the chat right now. Let me go over my list of topics quick, fast. We're going to go over something from that Trump shooting. We're going to go over some of the updates from the Trump shooting, some of the responses and reactions that have been going on, especially from the hip-hop culture about what's going on with this whole Trump shooting. Also, the Haji Basto alleged or rumor of being shot. We're going to get to the bottom of this and find out who actually really did get shot. Kendrick Lamar and Big Sean. That's the elephant in the room right now. Big Sean wants that smoke, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Big salute to Raj Veer in the chat with a whole bunch of emojis. Salute. What else I got on the list? K-Money update. I want to get into that as well. Tan DaGod, deceased. She was killed about a night ago, or maybe 2 nights ago now, over there in Oakland. Crazy story. And the Adam22 and Lena story. I think that chapter might be coming to an end, but we'll discuss it. And if y'all got some topic that y'all want, spam the chat. Let me know what y'all want to discuss. Let's get it popping. And for the people on Instagram, pop out. We're on YouTube right now. YouTube.com/We Love Hip Hop Network. Let's go. Let's do some sharing on y'all side too. If y'all want to share this on whatever platforms that you feel the most comfortable, whether it's on your Twitter, on your Facebook, call a friend, send a text, be like, yo, that old nigga Friday, he's online right now doing his due. I want to show y'all something quick, fast from the channel. Let me set it up here quick, fast first, so I'm not milling around the place. Something from the member section. Got a documentary that I just finished putting together, and I want to show you just a little preview. I can't show you too much. Title says Tan DaGod. Okay, yeah, I'll fix that just now. Thank you, Papa Op. Let me show y'all something quick, fast. And salute to the gang. Salute to Dusty Wallace. Salute to DJ Czar. Salute to producer B3. Dusty and I had gotten to, we had some pretty viral conversations lately, and we'll chat about that later or not. Let me show y'all something.
And was a danger to the public. Having him off the street will certainly help with gang violence.
Thumbs up if the sound is good.
Good morning. More gun violence in Surrey overnight, a city that has seen more than 24 shootings over the last 2 months.
I hear you, HB. In 2017, in the midst of Canada's rap renaissance, Vancouver, specifically Surrey, BC's rapper TSAV, caught 2 bodies in a war between the Brothers Keepers and the Kang Gang. TSAV's lyrics, hop out the whip with a headshot, some dumping clips, this plural shit. may have been a nail in the coffin that got him convicted to 2 life sentences.
On Thursday, hitman Tyrell Nguyen was sentenced to life in prison with no eligibility for parole for 25 years.
Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the life of Vancouver rapper TSAV and his darker, deeper criminal link to the BC gangs. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave your comments below on what you think about this crazy story. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Tyrell Nguyen Queensnell, aka
I'm gonna go forward a bit.
TSAV, and wrote at one point a major leader in the Brothers Keepers named Gavin.
Also targeted in the shooting were survivors Gary Kang and Camilo Alonso.
Now, to get back to why this young man is serving 2 life sentences, we have to rewind back to 2017. Also, even though a lot of parties found guilty are currently incarcerated, TSAV still claims his innocence on the matter. At the time, and probably to this day, the Brothers Keepers were in a war with the Red Scorpion Associates,
To this
the
day.
Gang or Beetle Gang. The 2 gangs fought over territory, and a lot of times things got bloody. At one point, a major leader in the Brothers Keepers named Gavin Graywall, aka Gigi, took a major loss when his brother was allegedly murdered by a member of the Kang gang, namely Gary and Randy Kang. Yo, quick fast. Do y'all know about this story right here that I'm pulling up on the screen? It's a crazy story that went on over there on the west coast of Canada, specifically Vancouver or BC, more like Surrey, the mainland as they call it. Wild, wild story full of intrigue, murder, deception, all the great ingredients for a good true crime. I wouldn't even call it a mystery. This guy got sentenced to 2 life sentences, 25 years. So I don't know if it's consecutive or concurrent, but if it's consecutive, jeez. Salute old John Crow, 416 Trackstar Music. Thank you, brother. Yeah, this is 2 of 5 that I've done so far. I'm going to be working on another 3. And then I'm going to keep going, but I want to get 5 good documentary pieces out before the end of the summer. Okay. Let me know who y'all want me to do a documentary on next, and I'll definitely consider it. Okay. But I'm on my fuckery. I'm not even trying to find somebody who's on some, like, don't get me wrong. We could talk about hip hop history and stuff like that, but like, I'm on my fuckery, bro. I'm not lying. From there, retaliation was a must, and he allegedly offered to pay TSAV $100,000 to avenge the death. Apparently, TSAV was way closer with the Kang brothers to the point that he even spent Thanksgiving dinner with the Kang brothers weeks prior to when it all went down. On October 27, 2017, I'm sorry, I gotta do it. Gary and Randy Kang, as well as one of their associates, Camilo Alonso, agreed to meet TSAV and Rohit Kumar at a park for some business. When TSAV and Kumar arrived, they immediately opened fire, hitting Randy in the back multiple times as he tried to flee. As for Camilo, he was able to escape minus wounds and hid in the bushes until the 2 left the scene. Before leaving the scene, it was also testified by an informant that TSAV actually stood over Gary's body to deliver the fatal head wound to make sure the job was done. A later leaked phone call from Gary Kang shows how angry and hurt he was, explaining how the incident went down. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, not too much. Become a member. If y'all become members, and salute to the members that are already in the chat right now. If y'all become a member, you'll be able to get that early, very early. Okay. Let me finish doing some quick shares over here in the background. I want to make sure I share this over on Twitter as well. Let the people know that we out here. I'm out here. Oh, and let me fix the title too. You said I've had it as DaGid. Let's fix that up. I'll fix it on YouTube. And we can get into some of this stuff here. Namely, the main topic that's been going on, that's been getting everybody riled up, is this whole Trump shooting. I did a post on it not too long ago when it happened in real time. You know what I'm saying? Catching that algo. I didn't really get to catch it as much as I wanted to. I guess they didn't really care about what a Canadian thinks about what happened with Trump. Let me ask y'all, because a lot of people have been saying with this whole Trump thing that it's staged, it's fixed. Before I get into that, I want to do something quick, fast. Okay. And then we'll get into the Trump shit. All right. Big salute to the sponsors. Can't forget that. All right. Keeping us toasty out here. All right. Big salute to Diamond Club. Diamond Club, they have their carry of candy cans and all types of good, loud. All right. They have delivery all across the GTA and across Canada. Make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada, and you can get yourself a little discount if you use the code We Love Hip Hop. All right. Again, that's Diamond Club _Canada on Instagram. You could also find them on the 7 Days of Weed website, and they will handle your order. Also, if you need some of that blem to mix with that, get some of that steaming hot grabber. Get the one with the We Love Hip Hop guys on the cover right there. All right. Some of that red herring grabber, some of that red rose grabber, any type of grabber flavors and different ways that they dispense the grabber and shakers, the bags of grabber, anything you need. All right. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steaming Hot Grabber. And you could also use the code We Love Hip Hop and get yourself a little discount. All right. Now let's get to this Trump shit. Let's see here. What I will do is I will go into these internet streets and just go for a cold update. Actually, I got something I want to show y'all. Let's do that first. I want to show y'all something because I found this hilarious. These niggas is bugging out, bro. Let me show you this on Instagram. Bada boom, bada bing. Watch this. Hold on, let me play the music. Look, I can't see. Come on. Let's go. Please tell me that this is a made-up video. This is it, right? Because I'll come and take your life away. Jeez. Big man Trump. He got the bandage up on his ear. The man is not playing. He's giving me copyrights early in the stream. Let's go, Trump. Wish that on many men. Wish that on me. Oh. Let's go. That's his son in the building too. Look at this nigga right here. So they try to take out old 45, Colt 45. I want to ask y'all, first of all, in the chat, before we get into any of these updates, do y'all think... Oh, let me take the caps off. Do y'all think this Trump shooting was staged? Okay, that's what I want to know from y'all. Because there's been a lot of different people giving their opinions on this. Shooting is staged. Boom. Bare question marks. All right, this is what I want to know from y'all. Because there's been so many different questions. How could there be a guy on the roof for so long? A lot of different questions and valid questions. I'm not even going to act like they're not valid questions. Okay. Let's go to a couple of Instagram pages and see some of the things here. Maybe Ack might have posted some of this. I know Ack is a heavy Trumper. About some of these other angles of the whole Trump shooting. I know he posted, oh, this is the shooter right here. Thomas Crooks. 18-year-old. All right. Let me go up on YouTube. Oh, and 50. 50 got the Trump on top of it, the Trump face on top of his album cover. Holy shit. Hip hop. But let's get to the shits here. Actually, let me hear what this motherfucker had to say.
But you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
Are you a Zionist?
Oh, we're not doing that. Salute to Speedy Mormon. What we'll do is we'll go up on YouTube and see some of these videos in regards to the Trump thing. And there's some people who've been getting canceled over this whole Trump thing too. I want to get into that as well. Let me pull up my YouTube. Let's go up on YouTube and see what's happening. And we'll just do a cold search. Bang. Trump update. Let's see what's happening here in the world of Trump. So, debunking conspiracies theories around Trump assassination. Ooh, what's this all about?
In the immediate aftermath of the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, misinformation and conspiracy theories spread rapidly online. It took authorities roughly 8 hours to publicly confirm the identity of the gunman because he was not carrying ID. This allowed ample time for unfounded theories about the gunman's identity to spread widely. As reports of the shooter's name began to surface and the FBI confirmed his identity as Thomas Matthew Crooks, many on social media began posting a photo of someone they thought was the shooter. But this image was incorrect. The person who was actually in the photos responded on X posing as the real shooter and mocking those who shared images of him.
My name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. I hate Republicans. I hate Trump. And guess what? You got the wrong guy.
These guys are crazy.
Still, screenshots and edited clips of the video spread widely as though it were a message from the real shooter. Another widespread conspiracy theory shared by would-be internet sleuths claimed that a dark spot on Trump's chest in a photo was proof he had been shot in the chest and had been saved by a bulletproof vest.
What? Come on. Y'all need to take the tinfoil hats off. That's crazy.
Photos of the same moment show there is no bullet hole in his jacket. Trump later released a statement saying he was shot in the ear. This unfounded theory was viewed millions of times after being shared by several popular accounts.
Oh, when you're ready, on you. Ready, move!
This same moment also fueled conspiracy theories that the shooting was staged. In one post viewed millions of...
Yeah, that's got a lot of people kind of on their conspiracy bag right now. They're like, how is it that the Secret Service let this nigga stand up after all that shooting? I understand where a lot of people are coming from. They're like, the area must be completely cleared before Trump can stand up and do all that waving and, God bless America stuff. I get it. I understand. It does look a little shady. I'm not going to lie. However, I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, I see Trump as a little bit different than other presidents and what usual protocol goes through. He kind of doesn't follow protocol. He doesn't read teleprompters. So if they had a protocol of keeping him down and getting him out of there, and he was like, let me up. And Trump's not no little dude. He's a pretty big guy. I've never seen him in person, but from what people say, he's supposed to be a pretty big guy. I don't know. I think he might have just said, I want to get up. I want my shoes. Let me get up and let me get a moment out of this. He's a showman.
Of times, an ex-user claimed if there were actual danger, the Secret Service would not have allowed Trump to remain a target after shots were fired. Former Secret Service agents the Journal spoke to said the agents around the former president were acting in a way that was consistent with the agency's protocol.
Hold on, your head is bloody. So we gotta move to the classroom.
They moved quickly to surround him and then worked together effectively to move him from the stage once it was safe to do so. The rush to establish a motive for the shooting also led to viral misinformation.
Let's hear this.
Claimed the video of a man shouting hateful comments about Republicans was of the shooter. In reality, the video is of an Arizona State University student reacting to Trump's acquittal after his impeachment trial in 2020. Crooks was still in high school at the time in Pennsylvania.
Thomas Crooks.
They got a lot of wild conspiracy theories rolling around about this. Salute to the Wall Street Journal. Let me look up something here. Trump shooting before. I want to see some of these rallies attend spot. Because, you know, a lot of people are saying about how everybody was yelling, hey, he's right there.
Look, they're all pointing.
Right there.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. Gary is right there. Right there. See him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
What's happening? Yeah, look. There he is.
Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have
and this is courtesy of the Guardian. Salute to the Guardian.
people that should not be here. On the roof.
That's crazy. That is a little kind of an X-Files sound could be put in right there. Just a little bit. Ain't nobody doing nothing about this thing on the roof?
Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit. He's going down!
So wait a minute. From the time they realized he had a gun, that's when the shooting happened. So was he concealing the gun when he was laying down on the roof? Let's go back. Let's go back.
Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit.
See somebody there? Get him.
Stay under here. He's on top of the roof. Don't go over there.
Also, people were saying the conspiracy theorists, or some of the actually all of the conspiracy theorists were saying, sounded, I don't know, it didn't really sound like gunshots to me. All these people that were saying they don't sound like gunshots to me, like, what's your reference point? Movies? Really and truly, because a lot of people who say that, I don't really think ever heard gunshots in real life outside somewhere. They haven't been at a jam. There's different types of gunshots. Not all gunshots go boom. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was up there with a double barrel shotty. He had a rifle. When you shoot the rifle, it doesn't make that crazy of a sound. As somebody who shot a rifle before, yes, they're loud, but they're not loud like a 45 loud or 38 type of loud. And listen, this is just stuff that I heard. You know what I'm saying? But let me go through a couple of other videos here because the conspiracy theories have been wild. Let's finish this first. So what's this, like an aerial view?
The guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof, telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind.
Hold on, let me take a look at this right here. So this is where the rally was happening, where y'all see me putting my circle right around here with the cursor. And these are the three roofs or roofs. I don't know which one. So I guess this brown one, is this the one that he was on in the middle, or was it this one on the side here? Because this is a gray area. Oh, and then there's also over here. Keep in mind also, and listen, I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists who are like, yeah, Trump got himself shot. I'm not taking that possibility off the table. I'm not one of those. I'm down for anything. We could talk about it. Hold on, let me pull up AGB. The Dawn.
What up, fam?
What's going on?
Not much. What you saying?
You got the lokes on today. What's popping? Looking very lokish.
My eye here that's all fucked up. It's bugging me. So rather than wearing an eye patch, I'll use these.
You got pink eye or something, bro?
No, I remember. I don't see out of this eye really, right?
Oh yeah.
I shattered that side of my face when I was like 14, 15, and just every once in a, like the eye like has, I don't know, mid vision, I guess, not blind, but not great. But every once in a while, it starts to hurt and be really light sensitive.
Yikes.
So I'll be wearing sunglasses indoors and shit for a little while.
Hey, roll with it, man. It's hip hop, man.
Yeah, salute that.
So let me ask you. You obviously have been completely filled in on this whole Trump shooting and stuff like that. How much reactions have you seen from it so far?
A lot. I mean, a lot in every way, shape, and form. The one thing I want to say is I've seen a few people be really kind of like this kind of disgusting. And I'm not talking about the conspiracies. I'm talking about people just being like, yeah, well, that's what he gets. And I'm just like, what the fuck? It's like,
hey, hold on. You got to watch the cursing.
Like, if you said something I didn't like and I punched you, you'd call the police. Like, and like, you're all mad about Trump and now you want him dead. Like, I don't know. I just look at it like people need to, like, if you're so angry, vote.
Yeah. It's kind of weird when you see people just wishing for somebody to be dead. Like, how much can you hate a guy?
Like, I mean, do you really think we'd be better off if he was dead? I think we'd be in a worse place.
To be honest, from a Canadian perspective, I really don't have, I guess, a dog in the race or a dog in the fight, whatever it is, a horse in the race. You know what I mean? Like,
we're like a satellite state of America. So however good they do is how good we do, more or less.
This is also true. And it also sets a bad precedent, right? Because if that can happen over there in the United States, then Trudeau's toast.
Yeah, I don't think Trudeau has a chance, bro. In our system and how long he's been around, and like, it's hard for any candidate, even if you're good, for people to let you in after 8 years. People just tend to hate you.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like, if they can graze Trump's ear, then they can get a full headshot.
G, there's pictures of Justin Trudeau skiing with other people skiing by him from a last winter, bro. Of course you could here, but who would risk their life for the Canadian Prime Minister? Like, if you're going for a political guy, you're not going for the Prime Minister of Canada.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of people who have some serious hate for Trudeau, bro.
Yeah,
somebody might just roll.
Have a chance.
Like, their detail is not as heavy as the United States. Somebody could just roll up on the man and shank him. They don't even have to.
I agree with you. It doesn't seem like it's that hard. Like, there's often, you see him when he leaves places, there's crowds of people yelling at him from like 5 feet away.
Like, people hit him with like projectiles and stuff like that. Their food and shit, like a bullet. Like, you don't even need to get on a roof.
Now, the way people hate Trudeau, people are gonna miss that when he's gone. People are gonna be like, because they have like little get-togethers and stuff everywhere he goes, and they go protest.
Food fight. Okay, I got somebody who's actually one of those people. Let me see. I'll pull up Amanda Seals. She's one of these people who were very conspiratorial when it comes to this. And then I have somebody else who got canceled because
I'll just add 2 things. Okay, so the building
that
the shooter shot from, there was police in the building, like securing the building, but from inside.
Right.
And allegedly, why they didn't put snipers on that roof is because the roof was sloped and it was a safety hazard. But if you look at the picture of where the snipers are, they're on a roof that's sloped more. So the Secret Service is already coming out with lies.
That's spooky. Like it was too sloped for them, but not too sloped for the shooter.
Yeah, well, and apparently people were talking about the shooter way before. Like, to me, I'll be honest, what I'm thinking it's looking like is just the Secret Service is like kind of trash, bro. Like, you can't have people that are like 5'3" guarding someone who's 6'2" and trying to be part of the human shield. It just doesn't work. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, dude is 6'3". He's a pretty big human.
Trump's 6'2". He's tall. He's big.
Yeah.
But then
and
someone
200 what is it? 227 pounds.
235 allegedly. You know, like him and Tom Brady are pretty like neck and neck in terms of fitness and weight and height. You know.
Of course. Let's hear what Amanda Seales had to say, and then I'm gonna play you something for some people who got canceled. They're outside of hip hop, but they got canceled crazy.
You ain't gotta like Biden. You just ain't gotta like Donald Trump. You ain't gotta like kind of love.
Oh no! I don't want to hear this. I want to see the There's a video of her. There's a reaction from a few people. Let me see this. Let's use the
Perry production of Medea runs for president. I lived in Harlem long enough to know that gunshots do not sound like making popcorn on the stove. Where'd the blood come from? In theater, in movies, they have what's called blood pellets. They even, a lot of people using Halloween is basically like a pellet.
Rifles like that type of rifle.
What would the? She's thinking, okay, because she's like, I lived in Harlem and I've heard gunshots before.
Yeah, but that's not that kind. Like, where would you where would you get a long enough shot from the ground shootouts in Harlem? Realistically, people aren't using those kind of rifles like that.
And if I'm not mistaken, he might have had like a 22 rifle, right? And doesn't mean it has like a 22 caliber, like a deuce. A 22 rifle is different. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that loud.
Yeah, no, like that's even what me and Pino were saying on the stream right away when we first heard it. I'm 90% sure that's a 22 because of the way it sounds. Like with a 22, it's that gun where if you really only hear one shot, you're not gonna think it's a gunshot. It's only when you start to hear a few.
And okay, it might not be one of those because remember it was semi-automatic, right? And listen, we're giving some real gun knowledge right now. It was semi-automatic, right? So it was like pop, 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 pop. And anytime I busted off a 22, it's like pop, pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless there's a way to modify it.
In America, there's plenty of ways to get a 22 to shoot more semi-auto. Depends what he has, though.
Yeah.
Like I've heard he had an AR-15 at one point, but I don't even know if that's true.
That's possible.
Like, it's very possible. And I mean, there's all kinds of stuff like in the US you can do with a gun that can make it sound different. So it's hard to say. They'll come out and say eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. But the fact that oh no, it sounded like popcorn, that it wasn't real bullets. And what's your thoughts on the blood pellet? What they use in Hollywood and stuff.
I'll tell you this is the same thing I said the other day. Listen, if someone on either side, Republicans or Democrats, wanted to fake that, they could. They have the money and they have all the stuff around them. Like you have billions of dollars and government stuff at your disposal or ex-government stuff, but connections. You can do something like that and make it look pretty realistic. The problem is you pretty much really have to kill someone, which is crazy, and you have to risk almost getting shot because there was real shots. All that's pretty confirmed. And like maybe if he was losing desperately, I would feel like it, but he was winning and only growing, and like he was at his best moment. So I
just came from a very successful debate.
Yeah, here's what I'll say: if it's a conspiracy, and I'm not saying it can't be, because like the lack of how bad the Secret Service was, it's like either that's great incompetence or it's like it's a conspiracy. One of the two. Now I'm starting to lean towards it was just crazy incompetence. But if it's a conspiracy, it almost to me looks like it would be like not Joe Biden, but some people behind him somewhere that would have had more of a reason to do something like that.
I have a theory, but I'm gonna hold it for a second and I'll give it to you guys after. But my theory might be a little bit wild.
Yeah, what I think really got them, and this happens a lot in the US, is like here when you have like multiple law enforcement agencies at one scene, they all use one frequency in Canada, right? Like they all get together on one thing. They're all in communications. They know the direct chains of command. It's one group. It's a bunch of groups, but they're basically one when they're together, right? It's not like that in the US. In the US, it's a bunch of different groups. It's like, okay, you guys are in charge of this. You guys are in charge of this. And they don't really have direct communication a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That's
FBI, Secret Service.
Part of it.
I'm going to play something from here. These guys.
All right. So
You know who Jack Black is, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? And Jack Black has a rock band. Him and
Yeah,
Tenacious
I
D, basically.
I heard about this, yeah.
And big salute to Too Lazy to Try, their channel over here. These guys usually cover comedians and stuff like that, and podcast. However, this guy from Tenacious D, this old man here, he hates Trump. I think Jack Black is on that boat too, but this guy ruined himself. So I'm gonna play something.
Like we just saw with Jack Black and Kyle Gass, things have not been going very well for them since the assassination attempt, and that might have ended Tenacious D because, of course, they hate Trump, and they had a show the day after everything. So I'm sure beforehand they're all pissed off and getting all worked up about it. And during the show, they're probably thinking about it like crazy as well. So eventually, Kyle, he just couldn't help himself, and he had to say something stupid about it. I mean, the guy must have no self-control. Like, just don't talk about Trump. It's not that hard, especially after what just happened, but of course he's all emotional about it, and he just let it get to him on his birthday too. It's sad. This guy spent his whole birthday obsessing over Trump to the point where it might have ended Tenacious D. It might have destroyed his career, and it ended the tour for good. So he screwed up massively here, and people around him should have been telling him, like, please just don't bring it up on stage. I know you hate Trump. I know you're all worked up about this, but just don't mention it on stage. It's not going to help at all. Of course, all.
So here's what he said.
Is Donald Trump.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Yeah, so that was really smart. I mean,
so he did that.
Yeah. So you want to know something funny? Is he basically had to leave Australia because there was a bunch of MPs trying to get him deported.
They're trying to.
But I mean, in a lot of places, that's technically a hate crime.
That is. Like, don't miss next time.
Maybe not in the U.S., but in Canada. Like, listen, good luck getting a judge to press it for you. You said it about Trump, but let that be like someone out here who's liked, and that happens, and you go say stuff like that, you might get arrested.
Yeah. And this guy now, obviously, like you said, he got deported. Jack Black.
I don't think they actually got deported. I think they just left.
They just left. They were out of there, right?
Realistically, it takes like a bit to deport someone, if they're going to fight it and all that.
And they're probably leaving anyway. Yeah. But Jack Black has to separate himself from this guy now. And people are giving Jack Black backlash. Because they're like, yo, how you just abandon your homie like that? In this situation, let me ask you, and let me ask the comment gang too. Are you leaving your homie because he got canceled for saying Trump should have got hit the next time?
No, but I like when it's just me and him, like he's gonna catch a beating for sure. Like it's been like I'm gonna be like I'm gonna ride like as long as it's nothing like that's out of bounds, like you touch someone or like a kid, like something like that.
Yeah,
something that's out of bounds. Like for the most part, especially if like we've been good for a while, like I'm gonna ride with the person probably, but I'm definitely gonna like make sure they know I'm not happy about this.
Guys,
like they don't know about it for sure. Like you're my best friend. We have a show together, and you caused this because you couldn't not say that on stage. Like,
no, we had shows together.
Well, yeah,
because now they had to cancel a whole bunch of tour dates and stuff because of this. Man, they're getting too much backlash.
Oh well, I mean, if it's like he's kicked out from everything and I'm not, I'll still do it. And then when
but they can't do Tenacious D. They can't do Tenacious D without the other. Like I guess without the other guy. Even though Jack Black is the main character in there, you know what I'm saying? They still can't do it without the other dude.
Like I mean, what else can you do? It's done. I'd just be really angry at the guy.
Listen, bro. They rich anyway, or at least Jack's rich. I know Jack's rich. He can go and do some movies. You know what I'm saying? But his homie, like. I don't agree with what he said, but he kind of left him to hang out to dry, bro. In my opinion.
What do you mean? Who?
Jack, he's separated himself from the dude. He's like, yo, I can't mess with homie right now.
Completely like cut him off, like unfollowed him's not helping him at all.
I don't know, but if he took it that far, but like he made some statements saying that him and dude can't really be around each other right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd still willing to be around the guy, but like, you know, if I'm able to work and you're not because you said something dumb, I'm gonna keep working. But I'm also not gonna like throw you under, like, I'm not gonna disassociate, I guess. I'm still gonna, like, what I would say to anyone is like, yo, he said something dumb. Like, you've never said anything dumb?
Yeah.
I mean, you're asking me, I've said so much dumb stuff. Like, I've said ridiculous amounts. Everyone knows that. Like,
yeah, I'm going through his Twitter right now, and I don't really see anything. He's giving his Biden endorsement.
you gotta get that in.
Right, but I'm not seeing anything that's out of the ordinary as far as his him backing homeboy. All right, see,
Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted me to help out the president and speak here tonight, and I said I am in.
Look at the man's overalls.
When and where. And thank you.
I mean, I can't take it seriously. It doesn't look genuine. It looks like I know we suck. I'm just trying to hide it with colors.
These guys get paid big dollars also to do these endorsements. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, yeah, bro. This political stuff is so much money.
So I'm gonna give my theory. Quick, fast, because what are we? 40 minutes in. I'm not trying to spend the whole thing on something non-hip hop related.
Yeah, no, facts. It's big enough where you got to spend a bit of time on it. But you
No, facts. I'm getting way too many fruit flies in here today. But I think that Trump got some bad people that are protecting him, or somebody in his inner circle who want him dead. That's my theory.
Yeah, I agree with you. There could be people who want him dead, but this was definitely incompetence. It's hard to say if people were adding to that incompetence, but definitely there was incompetence. Like,
yeah, but I think that's purposeful. I think on his own side, I'm not saying the Democrats want him dead. I think he needs to be sleeping with one eye open. If I was him, I'd be paranoid as shit right now. Like, one, you guys failed me and let me get grazed. Which one of you guys are the mole? Which one of you guys are compromised? Or is there somebody that's not even Secret Service who's directing my Secret Service to let somebody try to kill me or something?
Yeah, here's what I think. One of them is pretty much what you're saying. Like, there's people who really want to get him that are letting stuff like trying to force stuff to happen and setting things up. Or the other one that I think is like, they all just don't like Trump so much. They care so little. They're not maybe not exactly the agents that are right around them, because I'm sure some of them care. So a few of them that day did a really good job. Most of them know, some yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, right after someone gets shots at them, when you're right there and you're jumping on them, you're doing a good job. But I think like it might have just been like, because look, they didn't give RFK Secret Service protection, and he's had 2 family members assassinated running for president. Or one was president.
One was president.
They didn't give him that until this happened. So it could be that they're just like, oh, let's just get like we're gonna give them minimal effort on that. We're gonna give them the worst people. We're not gonna do it to the level we should because we just don't like the guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they don't really care about him. He's not an insider like some of the other ones.
Somebody said here,
definitely needs to be more careful of who's around him. Like in his position, he needs to assume the latter in it. Just assume it could be any of them and be prepared for whatever incompetence plus malice. Like you just assume it's both.
Listen, I don't know if they already had this as a protocol, but you taste my food first. Take a bite. I ain't eating that until you take a bite. That's how I'd be moving if I was that dude.
Yeah. Like he needs.
I don't care if you bought me McDonald's and it came right out the paper or came right out the bag. You take a bite of that shit first.
Yeah, and it's crazy because there's a lot of like from back few years ago now. There's a lot of really conspiratorial people that said all the things that they were going to do to Trump, and everyone was like, no, no, no. And every one of them's happened. Like they've tried to kill him. They've tried to get him in every way. Like to me, it's just like, listen, like. Even with the cases against him, I'm like, I don't disagree that he's probably done some illegal shit. Yeah. But like, let's go after Obama now. Let's go after Bush. Let's go after Clinton. We go after all of them with the same amount of effort. How much stuff are we going to find? So it's like, you got to do it with everybody.
Put it this way. Somebody comes in, you know, Mr. President, would you like some lemonade? Yeah, you take a sip first. There's nothing. I'm not doing nothing around any of you guys. You see my ear right here?
Yeah, like this comment.
Everybody's under investigation.
Explain everything. Like, you got to just, I would be so paranoid right now.
Yeah.
So paranoid. Like, I'm not having people in back of me now. I'm doing that shit with at least like the bulletproof glass in front of me, you know, like extra precautions.
Yeah, I need security for the security now.
Yeah, no, I'd probably he's got the money. I'd hire my own private security to watch too. And like,
yeah, let me get some undercovers in here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's just around, somebody who's just watching you guys from afar. You know what I mean? You could think he's a shooter, but he works for me.
Yeah, I gotta ask. Have you ever shot like a rifle with a scope, like for hunting or whatever, anything like that?
Yes.
So you know that how short that shot was, right? Like that. When I heard how short it was, I was like, I could take my mom out and in a couple of hours have her making that shot. Like,
not necessarily, bro.
That field and a half, bro. If you've got time to practice and you've got a you probably hasn't used a really high end sight. If you have a high end sight, my dog, that's like nothing. I'm telling you, that's nothing. I could get you shooting like that in like an hour, hitting it every time.
An amateur could do it.
Maybe not. I don't think a full amateur could do it with all the pressure.
Yeah.
And another thing too, like a professional sniper, if he was, they usually go to the body.
Yeah, go to right through the heart or something.
Yeah, because you're much more likely to get the hit. I mean, if you hit someone mostly anywhere in here with one of those, with the amount of power they have behind them, they're probably gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a messed up topic. I'm glad he's still here.
Yeah, me too, man. Even if it was like, I don't like Trudeau at all, but if that was Trudeau, I'd have the same sentiment. Like, yo, that sucks, but I'm glad that you didn't get killed, because that sets a bad precedent.
Yeah, and it's like, if you believe, like, if the person who on the other side of anyone, if you believe that your ideas are so much better than the other person's, then just keep arguing them, and eventually, if you have the better logic, you'll win out most of the time. When you respond to violence, it's usually when, like, you've either just lost it, or, you know, like, you have no other way to argue your ideas and stand up properly.
Yeah. Old John Crow says Melania wants out. Facts.
I haven't seen her with him in a while.
Why? Listen, she already got the memo. Don't be next to him on these days.
Yeah.
There's bullets flying. Well, listen, I'm gonna get off of this Trump shit, man. What you got going on? And are y'all going live tonight?
I don't think we're going live tonight. Probably tomorrow.
Okay. Plug the live. Plug the Raw Talk.
Yeah, bro. For everyone in the chat, you guys got to go check out Raw Talk. He's right. The podcast I have over there. We do it live a couple times a week on random nights. Usually like 8:45 we start. We go for like 2 hours. You just write PNO on YouTube and then hit the lives on that channel, and you'll find it right there.
Dope.
Yeah.
We'll tap in soon, brother.
And yo, just before we go, shout out to you for that big video you had. What was it, last week?
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people reacting to that. We're gonna have to play that on stream, and bro, you definitely got to hit those documentaries like you were saying before. And talk to me after. Give me an idea. I'll make another one for you, so that way, like, we can keep it going. So I want to see you get that plaque, bro. I think it's important.
Man. No, salute to you, brother. And we grinding towards that 100,000 plaque just now. You know what I mean?
Big facts, bro. Hold it down, eh?
All right, brother. Bless. Big salute to AGB, man. That's the down right there. I'm gonna keep it moving though. Salute to Trump. He's still alive. I want to go on to some Toronto topics. Actually, you know what? Let's skip forward. Let's get to the topic at hand, since we're like an hour in, and then we'll go back to a Toronto topic. Kendrick Lamar. First thing I want to ask about Kendrick is, where you at? Where is Kendrick? I understand the Not Like Us video. It's doing this thing. Down to earth. Salute. All right. The video is probably at, let me take a look. Let's take a look. How many views this video got right now? It's probably at like 70 million or something like that. Let's get this off the screen. Boing. Salute to Big Sean. Let's take a look here. 12 days, 60 million. Okay. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving. It's grooving. So Kendrick Lamar, he's doing his thing. What I want to know, first of all, before we get into this whole thing with Big Sean, is what's Kendrick's next move? All right. What is his next move?
That fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff.
Okay, so what's your stuff? I'm ready now. Okay. We got a great battle out of this. A great show, a moment. We got previews. Where is the album? This is the type of thing that I'm talking about. Niggas want Kendrick to be the GOAT, the king of rap so bad. And I've said this before, but now that you got this, this triumphant victory, what now? Where's the tunes? Where's the album? I understand we're not going to try to roll or steamroll over the rollout of the Not Like Us video. We good. I get that. We're clear on that. Let me double check again. Just the amount of days that it's been out. 12 days. Okay. So 12 days. Can we put a timeline on when Kendrick should be dropping? Can we do that, gang? Or would that be blasphemous? Good food takes, great food takes time. Juicy Hamburger says, tired of talking about this guy. Me too. Especially for a nigga who don't talk back. He don't post. And I understand this has just always been his protocol. This is not something new. I'm not expecting him to be a whole different man and be some kind of marketing genius all of a sudden, or some kind of content machine. Let me end this poll that I have here. Do y'all think Trump shooting is staged? 41% says yes, and 59% says no. No tinfoil hats. Are not enough in here today. Let's see. Let me ask y'all this. Should Kendrick drop his album now? I'm not talking about in 2 months. I'm talking about now. The momentum's there. When did the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers album come out? Let's take a quick look. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Big Steppers. Big Steppers. When did this come out? This was updated 5 days ago. This was uploaded 2 years ago. So 2 years. So not so bad. Not so bad.
That fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you?
Right? Not so bad. 2 years, it's not as bad as the last time where how long do we have to wait between Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and the Damn album? I think that was a 4-year span. If you're the guy, if you're the top rapper now, you dethrone the top rapper. So I seen somebody, and low-key, I think a lot of the times, y'all got some serious bot action going on in these comments. In my comment section, wild shit. Okay? The Kendrick bots are heavy. The force is strong with you. Watch this. This nigga's house got flooded. Drizzy Drake. Kendrick prayed to God in 616 and God responded. You see this shit, gang? Y'all see this on the screen? Bot action. Either that or just the cock buffing is heavy glaze. Let me see this right here. So big comment. He should drop it now while the hype is an all-time high, but he's going to be petty and drop it on Drake's B-Day, which happens to land on Thursday this year. TDE might do a compilation project though. Oh, you sound like you have some inside knowledge there, Betch Zen. Right? When is the man going to drop? Because to me, waiting till like the end of the year, that's just unacceptable. That's just unacceptable. Like Christmas album, momentum gone. We're over it. There's no way that we're going to be talking about Not Like Us all the way into the end of the year. I'll even estimate, and y'all, listen, I know people are like, here we go, Team OVO over here. No, I'm literally just being real with it. We ain't got to the end of the year to wait for an album from Kendrick. Ain't nobody going to be talking about Not Like Us by October. Is that what? That's what you said? October when his album's going to drop? You estimate his album's going to drop? Are we going to care by then? Like, yes, Kendrick has an immense fan base. So no matter what, he's going to have people checking for him. No matter, he's going to get his gold or his platinum. You know, he's going to do crazy numbers in the first week. But the momentum, October 24th, Drake's birthday. Like, October 24th, I'd be crazy if I'm still talking about Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us by that time. That would make me a bad podcaster. I wouldn't be doing my job properly. I would literally look compromised if I'm still talking about Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Anything else, if you got new songs in between there, sure, we can analyze it. We can talk about how this looks in the rollout. All different types of conversations can happen. However, if I got to wait till the end of the year for an album, that's an L. That's a super L. I might have to get on some Drake shit. Drop. Like, nigga, drop. Because now, if we could just switch gears for a quick second without switching gears, you got more problems. Big Sean.
Stop is
Boing.
on Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Boy. Salute on the radar. Let's go. Get to these bars.
Body decide. Let's go.
Hey. One time for baby girl Aaliyah, real Detroit legend. Hey, look, I had to switch the home team because they committed treason. Eliante had a piece hit, I'm feeling seasick. Niggas looking for engagement like they got their knee bent. I got better things to do than find someone to beef with.
I've seen somebody in the comments said he's talking about Drake in here too. Really? Maybe.
Or else I'm off the deep end. This game will take you either way. You know it's offense, defense. They say it's lonely at the top. Well, come and talk to me then. From where they quick to draw your watch like they trying to freehand.
Say that again. Say that part again.
This game will take you either way, you know it's offense, defense. They say it's lonely at the top, well come and talk to me then. From where they quick to draw your watch like they trying to freehand. If your girl only knew.
Where they quick to draw your watch like they trying to freehand. Bars.
I fly out this weekend, but you lucky, cause I'd rather spend some time with little man. I see myself in my son, it's like I'm tucking me in. Bitches in trouble. He already starting to break hearts and bursting bubbles. Shooters that'll shoot you regardless of Metro trust you. Paid in full, nigga like me, love to hustle. They wanna disrupt you, up to try to one up you. Luckily, I'm up to God's time, ain't no rush, fool. World.
Where's the bar? Please tell me. Like he's spitting. But y'all let me know in the comments here. Where are the sneak shots? Give me each sneak shot that y'all think that Big Sean's sending at Kendrick.
In my son, it's like I'm tucking me in. Bitches in trouble. He already starting to break hearts and bursting bubbles. It's shooters that'll shoot you regardless of Metro trust you. Paid in full, nigga like me, love to hustle. They wanna disrupt you, up to try to one up you. Luckily, I'm up to God's time, ain't no rush, fool.
Others try to one up you. Luckily, I'm working on God's time. HB, you think what? You think those are mid bars, bro? Jeez, tough crowd. Lonely at the top of the mountain or the mountaintop. Come talk to me. Seems like let's work together. Message to Drake. But most of it, I think, is a Yeezy diss. Okay. Scrappy's like, this bar is about Kanye. Stop it. Stop it. When he said there's better things to beef with someone, than better thing to do than beef with someone. Interesting. I also think this bar here, he's talking about people stepping all over his rollouts. I think y'all forgot that just during this whole Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, Big Sean was trying to roll something out. Right before the shit started, he had something to roll out. He did what do you call that? A tiny desk. I'll play that in a second.
Shoot you regardless of Metro trust you. Paid in full, nigga like me, love to hustle. They wanna disrupt you, up to try to one up you. Luckily, I'm up to God's time, ain't no rush, fool.
Right?
To try to one up you.
They try to disrupt you. Others try to one up you. You think he's talking about Drake there? Because he didn't start the beef. He didn't start the beef. Like, I don't know if Big Sean's taking it personally. But he was like, guys, I was kind of up to something here. I was trying to roll my shit back out. Like, remember me, Big Sean? Boing. I hate that ad lib. I gotta be honest. That's the worst ad lib in hip hop. Boing. I feel like I gotta say pause after I say that.
Luckily, I'm up to God's time, ain't no rush, fool. World in my hands, I'ma treat it like a Rubik's Cube. Maneuver through from the ground up, took it through the roof. Best advice I ever gave myself was just be true to you. I always knew that I was the best. I guess I gotta prove it too.
He's talking to them. He's talking.
Man, this industry is terrible. I can't even vouch. I seen grown men get matching tattoos for the clout.
Ooh. That's the Kanye shot. I know that one. Okay. I know Kendrick ain't getting no matching tattoos. That might be a Drake shot. Does Drake have any matching tattoos on anybody? Let me know. Common Gang Strong. Does Drake have any matching tattoos? Soletta Ray says that's all K-Dot. They've had an issue. Yes, I know they've had issues. They've had issues since the Control. When the Control shit came out, when Kendrick went and one-upped him on his own song, Kendrick's been one-upping this guy. I think Kendrick low-key never liked Big Sean, to be honest. Purple Gorilla says, they really little brother Big Sean told him to sit out while Big Guy is playing rap. Right? We're playing big man rap games right now. Go hang out with your girlfriend. All right? That's why they do. That's what they try to do to Big Sean. They try to Lil Sean him. Try to change the nigga name.
I had train wrecks and kick home records out of my house. I seen 8-figure checks at once hit my account. That showed me enough's a feeling, dog. It's not an amount. Cause I've been up and still hungry like I'm down for the count. That showed me enough's a feeling and kick home records out of my house. I seen 8 can't even vouch. I seen grown men get matching tattoos for the clout. I had train wrecks and kick home records out of my house. I seen 8-figure checks at once.
That one right there, that was a shot at what's her name? Give me her name, gang. The pop chick, Ariana Grande. Sorry, you know, y'all don't even have to do it. I got it. That's petty, bro. He said he kicked home records out of his house. Because apparently she has a reputation for being a home wrecker. I'm saying. Just saying.
Hit my account. That showed me enough's a feeling, dog. It's not an amount. Cause I've been up and still hungry like I'm down for the count. Difference is I'm an activist and you drink activist. And I'm back acclimated and I'ma need my cut off.
Who is he talking to right there? That's not a Kendrick shot. He said, I'm an activist and you drink activist. Who's the drug addict that he's talking about? Y'all smarter than me. Y'all got to help me with this one right here. Because he's talking to somebody right there. And who are these guys? Sorry to sidetrack. Who are these niggas? That's his crew? No disrespect to his crew, right? I'm not trying to diss y'all niggas, but you know when you see these on the radar freestyles, they be having some gully ass niggas in the back. You know, you may see a ski mask, a balaclava might be around. Somebody that looks like they have a gun on them. Right? They got some Farnsworth Bentley, a young Farnsworth Bentley looking ass nigga over here, looking like Farnsworth in the face ass nigga. And then this nigga over here, he might have something on him, but he just looks like the producer. He came from fixing cars and shit. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to diss Big Sean or anything like that, but you might have wanted to bring out some more of the Detroit gullies behind you. You know what I'm saying? Some real gangster niggas.
Off top is decapitated, nigga. What?
See, he's like, yeah, man. That's a bar right there, Sean.
Acclimated, and I'ma need my cut off top is decapitated.
I think he's talking to Kanye right there. Because Kanye owe him some money.
That showed me enough's a feeling, dog. It's not an amount. Cause I've been up and still hungry like I'm down for the count. Difference is I'm an activist and you drink activist. And I'm back acclimated. And I'ma need my cut off top is decapitated, nigga.
I think that whole activist and you drink activist and all that type shit, I think that was for Kanye. Yeah, I think all of that's for Kanye.
What the fuck you a pro at? Procrastinating? Shine, where the fuck you been at? Recalibrating. It's mixed in your inner circle. Niggas is half hating. Fucking it up so long, dog. I ain't.
It's mixed in your inner circle. Niggas is half hating. Y'all might be right about some of the Drake shit. That might be a Drake bar.
Fucking it up so long, dog, I ain't even light-winded. Niggas back acting up like when that strike ended. New ring flash before your eyes like your life ended. Niggas be complaining too much, quit acting light-skinned. But
y'all might be right about that. That might be a Drake bar right there. Oof. That might be a clear Drake bar. Let me hear that one again. Say it again.
hating, fucking it up so long, dog, I ain't even light-winded. Niggas back acting up like when that strike ended. New ring flash before your eyes like
niggas back acting up like when that strike ended. That's a part. Woo.
Your life ended. Niggas be complaining too much. Quit acting light-skinned. But trust when I see your dark side, I got night vision. Going hard as Dr. Umar on white women. Oh, God. Man, that's it, man.
Okay. Yeah. I might have to retake my take here a little bit. I might have to take my take back just a little bit. Just pull it back just a bit, Friday. This might not be Kendrick might not have to worry about this too tough. Not to say that he hasn't sent any shots at Kendrick in here, but it sounds more like some Drake shots to me. Big Sean. There was a leak that came out. Let's take a look.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a I'm allergic to a fish nigga, ayy. An imaginary rich nigga, ayy. 7 figures, how that slimmer than my bitch figure, ayy. Going digital and physical and all y'all, ayy. Interviews very cynical, dry hating on that phone call. French my talent speaking on me in interviews very cynical, dry hating something I don't approve. J Electronica through silences on my Grammy night. Another dead prophet, hoping the God to give him life. Big Sean keep sneak this and I let it slide. I think it's false confidence got him inspired. I can't make them respect you, baby. It's not my job. You're finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme, boy.
Oh, and he added the boing. One second.
You're finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme, boy. Cute ass rap.
Boy. And this is from 4 months ago. Salute to Beastie07. But I'm sure this is not the first upload of this. Yeesh. All right, this is like it could be AI, but from what the internet is saying, this is the verse how he had did it before he did some lyrics over again, cleaned it up a bit. Let me take French Montana's name out of there. Let me take Big Sean's name out of there. And let's just put it out as is. Like, yeah. Jeez. Damn, tough crowd. Low-key, I thought that I had a more Kendrick-friendly crowd in here. Y'all niggas be dissing the shit out of Kendrick. Wow. Where's all this hate coming from? Here's what was happening with Big Sean before this whole thing happened. Let me just see what the date on this is. 3 months ago.
I'm the one that you dies with. I'm the one that you gonna take that dress.
March 27th, 2024.
I'm the one you need alone. I'm the one that when you're around your friends that you gotta put on speakerphone just so you can let them know when we be on.
This shit was beautiful. Like the way the music sounded, you know what I mean? He had some really great backup singers in there doing the hooks for him. This was amazing. Right under the radar.
But I gotta paraphrase. Even though you tripping, I pay for you. Or mate for you. Chauffeur arrange for you.
Any of y'all saw this? I'm sure I'm not the only one over here that saw this. No games. What's that? Is that Big Sean? Because when this happened, let me look this up. Is that a Big Sean song? So is this a song? This is a song from like 9 years ago. Interesting. Did he take shots over in that song?
pay for you.
Oh, this song. Yeah. We ain't running down on the stream. Yeah, so when that dropped, let me just see something just to get some of my timelines correct. Just want to double check on something. 3 months ago, what do you know? Future, Metro Boomin, Kendrick Lamar, Like That. 73 million views 3 months ago. Three months ago. Oh, what do you know? March. Oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. So if I'm Big Sean, I would feel just a slight bit of animosity if I was him. I'd be like, bruh, I understand y'all got your issues, y'all got beef, blah, 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 blah. But, bruh, didn't you kind of got something, roll out? Me and the label, we planned this. Like, I don't know. Salute to Big Sean. That's all I got to say for the whole Big Sean situation. When I listen back to it now, when I really, really take in this whole freestyle that we just listened to, I gotta admit, you might have to keep your eye on this one, Drake. This nigga's talking a little bit too slick right now. All right. All right. Hold on. Maybe I need to full screen this shit. Keep an eye on this one. He's talking a little bit too slick like. Okay, let's move on though. Salute to Big Sean. Let me get my shades back on. And let me spin back over to Toronto. Because there's a couple of things I want to show y'all here as far as the Toronto polys or politics and all that shit that be happening over here. I'm going to go over to the Reddit. We're going to dare to deep dive into these Reddit streets and see what's going on with Haji Basto. Big salute to Haji Basto. He dropped a really dope music video the other day. And this video came out after his alleged being shot. Okay, he came out of I don't know, there was a video that he posted saying that it was all cap. And now they have said who the alleged victim is. So this is on T.TV as far as on their Instagram page. It says Armel Courts RR was the actual victim of the shooting Haji Basto was believed to be. So somebody did actually get shot in this situation, is what the blogs are saying. Let me emphasize that. This is what the blogs are saying. Because the blogs don't always get shit right. Let's go over on their Instagram page and take a look on this. Let's go over to T.TV. That page can be a little mixy, but it's worth the view. T.TV. Okay, so there's more there's more over here, more slides. Man to hospital after being shot in North York. A man was rushed to hospital after he was shot overnight in Toronto. Police said it happened on the Oakdale Road and Finch Avenue West area around 4:15 a.m. on Thursday. Police, paramedics, and City One man was transported to the trauma center in critical condition. Okay. Jesus Christ. They Swiss cheesed up the whip right here.
Yo, whoever making those caps, you're a goof. You guys go for who you guys go for. You guys are some goofs. You guys have my fucking Dukes calling me and shit.
So apparently it wasn't Haji Basto who was shot in this situation. It was this young man here. Hold your head to him. Glad that he's alive, because the way this car looks right here, that shit could be fatal. Holy. It's not easy to be a street Toronto rapper. I had a rant not too long ago about all the Toronto rappers being in jail, not being able to get past a certain level. It's like almost not worth being a Toronto rapper. If you're on some street shit. If you're on some other shit, then hey, what are you gonna do? Right? Like if you're the rapper that comes from the suburbs, I don't think you have that much of a dangerous life. You don't have to be looking over your shoulder as much. But when you're one of these Toronto rappers, bro, that are like from the hoods, and this gentleman's from Rexdale, you become what they call name brand. Let me go take a look on his video. Like, put it this way. These niggas can't do shows like that. They do. There are shows that are coming up in the near future, but it's dicey. You really, really got to think about it. Like, should I go? Should I not? Should I? It's not like, oh, my favorite gangster rappers performing, I'll be there. And there's going to be a whole lineup of all the gangster rappers from different ends. Like, yeah, I'll be right there, front row. No, you got to think about it. You got to be like, even doing a hosting, low key. All right, let's go check on this music video. Big up to Haji Basto, though. 51,000 in 5 days. Not bad.
It's back. Then we go to the back of the back of the back of the back, and I'm bringing the Mac. Then I go hit the trap, get my young in the pack, told me bring me 100 bands.
Yeah, man. Big up to Haji Basto. I don't know if I want to ask you guys this touchy ass question. Are Toronto rappers really going to be able to make it out of this, man? Are they really going to be able to take it to the next level, especially when it comes to all these guys catching all these cases, dealing with people trying to shoot them? Is it even worth it at this point? Because damn, there's a ceiling. You do this, you get in, you keep it in as real as niggas keep it real. It is what it is. But that comes with coming in and out of jail. Even in the beginning of this video right here, it shows him walking out of the jail. And that's great. Welcome home. However, what that means in all actuality is when it comes to him going past the border, as far as going to the United States, that ain't happening for a while, my G. These are fresh cases. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything. These are just fresh cases. All right. How many make it out of Chicago? That's a different story. That's a way different story. Not to say that Chicago's even worse as far as the gang violence and stuff like that. It's a way tougher place to come out of as far as like staying alive. However, when somebody's in Chicago, they're already on the other side of the border in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it kind of, you can still move around, man. Like you can go to New York. You can go talk to the record labels over there. You can drop a music video and get it cracking from Chicago and tour the Midwest. Stay out of Chicago. But when you're over here, you got that big border that, you get over to you could drive to the border and see if you can get through. But if they pull up your record, they're turning your ass back and they're telling you don't come back. You're denied from ever coming back. So shit can get tricky. And I just can't see it where guys can just keep a sustained career from just staying around here. Trust me. But salute to Haji Basto. I didn't mean to get down this dark road where it's like it's kind of hopeless for Toronto rappers. It's not. Like you can really circumvent a lot of stuff if you do what you got to do, but it makes it really tough. There's a ceiling. Let's put it that way. Let's move on though. Let us move on. I'm gonna go back to Instagram. Actually, my bad. Let me go back to Instagram because K Money, people have been looking for an update from K Money. And when I mean by people, I mean like the internet, like Instagram, different people. They're like, yo, what's going on with K Money? So he's been posting in his Instagram stories, and for the most part, he's been kind of just posting his accomplishments. You know, Come Outside just went 20 something million, different things like that. Keeping, straying away from the whole paperwork stuff and all that. Look at this stats on top artists in the city. Interesting. I'm gonna play this right here.
Yeah. Listen, I just got into my Uber. The man already listens to K Money. Oh yeah. That's crazy, bro. You already listen to K Money, bro? Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Crazy coincidence, bro. Yeah.
Right. So, he's been getting more active as far as back on his Instagram. He hasn't posted on his Instagram feed as of yet. If I go to K Money's page, let's see what he's up to. Let's see what K Money is up to. All right, this is his last story. Let's see what the last post was. June 10th was his last post.
Heard you killed your first nigga and you know what you can see.
So he hasn't dropped, and I know he was working on this song and his feature, but none of that has dropped yet. The only thing he's been doing lately is literally, let me just go into the link in the bio. Do y'all think that K Money took a hit with this? Do you think that the fans, in all actuality, really, really care about all that paperwork shit? Like, if it's real? Or they're still streaming, like, for example, like he said right here, dude in the car, the Uber driver, K Money's one of his top listened to artists.
Yeah. Listen, I just got into my Uber. The man already listens to K Money. Oh yeah. That's crazy, bro. You already listen to K Money, bro? Yeah.
Right? He don't care about no paperwork. Right? I'm sure there's a whole section of fans who didn't even see all of that mix up paperwork bullshit. When they go to look up K Money, whether it's on, if they look him up on Spotify, they ain't gonna see none of that stuff. If they go on YouTube, they'll see a few videos, skim past that, and go right to the song, whatever his new song is. So, in all actuality, he might have been able to break that ceiling where he has enough of a fan base where there's too many people that don't care to really affect his career, who don't care about all that street shit and all the politics and all that stuff. Juicy Hamburger says the street fans do, but the regular white fans probably don't. Yeah, or not even just white fans, like people who are outside of the hood, outside of the politics, all that bullshit. My advice to him, and besides the advice that I gave before about him going and getting the paperwork and showing what the real paperwork is and all that bullshit, my advice to him is drop some new shit. Drop the single, or drop whatever you were working on, and see what happens. Obviously, you know what to expect as far as the comment section right away. You're going to get a bunch of people who are haters, who are going to be like, yo, he's a rat, blah, 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 blah. You're going to see a bunch of negative comments. However, one, if it's monetized, you're going to make your bread. Like I said before about the whole Spotify, when people are looking up your music on Spotify, they'll see a new song. They ain't going to see a bunch of blog stories or podcast stories and shit about you. They're just going to see your new song and just go run it up. you might have to ignore the comments and all that. In the end of the day, and I'm not condoning anything as far as from a street perspective of what people are accusing K Money of, as far as the whole informant thing and all that type bullshit. But you're an artist now. Yes, you're a street artist, and street rules still apply to a degree. But as far as letting it stop your career because people put allegations on your head and all that type of shit, nah. Just drop. Just do your thing. Continue to do your thing. You know, don't act like, oh, it never happened or whatever. But don't even address it in the music or anything. Maybe tell niggas they cap in the music or something like that. But just keep it moving. Nigga said move like Gunna. It's tough to make those comparisons right now, but like, yeah. People was calling Gunna all types of shit when that Young Thug shit happened. He dropped, "What you mean?" And it really proved that his fan base, his main fan base, did not care. Becky and Kelly and all them are in the car. "What you mean?" They didn't care about no snitching. Yeah, drop, check the temperature. No, don't even drop one. Drop a few. Have like 3 loaded up in the clip, the musical clip. And then drop like 3 of them. Drop 1 song in a month. Like, drop it and let a month pass. See what happens as far as the reception. See what happens with the numbers. I'm sure the numbers are going to run up like crazy. No matter what, you're still K Money. And then drop another one, like let's say a month and a half later. By the time you get to the 3rd song, niggas ain't gonna be talking about no paperwork no more. They're gonna be like, yo, when K Money gonna drop again? You are gonna get some people who are some real hood niggas, some real hood fundamentalists who are like, nah, never again. But for the most part, your fan base will still show out. They'll still come to your shows. They'll still pack out the show. And you'll be fine. Like in this video right here, it is an Uber driver. I don't know if you could really trust that nigga, but it shows right here. Come outside. He's got the nigga's playlist. He took the nigga's phone or something.
Yeah. Listen, I just got into my...
Right? What's this nigga listening to? I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Mukhtar, Lashkari, and K Money. He listens to Selena Gomez. He has a very wide palette of music, this guy right here. This Uber driver here. He listens to a lot of shit. Right? He bumped that Selena Gomez and then flip right to come outside, come outside. Right? What else you got on here, bro? What you got on your playlist over here? White Horse, Chris Stapleton. I'm digging it. I ain't mad at you, bro. But yeah, salute to K Money. Maybe if you see this, take some of that advice. Just drop. Don't worry about the haters. Just drop. But let's move on. Let's move on. I have a story of a pretty wild story here coming up. Let me pull it up on the screen for Tan DaGod. It's weird because, to be honest, she wasn't really on my radar like that until now that she passed away, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. Now, I want to know also, should I do a documentary piece on her? Do a real deep dive?
Over the weekend, and her friends say she was shot while attending an event at a beauty shop in Oakland. New at 6, KTVU's Crystal Bailey joins us now with more details on her life and what led up to that shooting. Crystal?
Well, the victim is known as Tan DaGod, a rapper with more than 20,000 followers on Instagram and a bright future ahead of her, according to the people who knew her. They say the young entrepreneur and music artist was passionate about her music, and they never saw this coming.
A woman shot dead in broad daylight.
Yeah, everybody like talked and like
They said they never saw this coming. She must not know Shorty's music.
hide behind the cars and stuff.
It was supposed to be a celebration. Glamour Beauty Supply on Telegraph in Oakland was hosting a grand opening on Saturday. The historic beauty
Grand
shop
closing.
closed back in May, but was under new ownership. Friends identified the woman killed as Aliana Green, known as Oakland rapper Tan DaGod. The new owner of the shop, who declined an interview, says he invited the well-known Oakland rapper to the event because she was a supporter of Black-owned businesses. This is video from her Instagram. She was promoting the grand opening and having a meet and greet with fans.
She was performing there, and
All right, pay attention.
this guy with the hoodie just walks in through that gate and just started shooting.
I hear some of the shots, right? So the shots I thought was just part of like the music, the performance, and then I heard like 3 really loud shots.
Vincent, who works the donut shop next door, says people came into his shop for cover from the gunfire. Police are tight-lipped
Yikes.
about what led to the shooting, but friends of the rapper, who were too scared to speak on camera, tell us they think she was targeted, and witnesses agree.
He was targeting her only. I saw it. Like he wasn't like shooting at like everybody. He was just shooting at her.
I think the rapper was
That's crazy.
like screaming, I'm hit, and she was just laying on the ground until the medics came.
Police say a second person was also shot but survived. A friend of the rapper, Ernest Holloway, who's seen here in this video with her, says she will be missed in the local music community.
She was very passionate, like just very driven to be successful at what she did.
Rapper Mr. Fab declined an interview but says she was like a little sister to him. He posted on Instagram he will
Salute to Mr. Fab.
always remember her as a hustling go-getter with a world of ambition, drive, and courage, and a heart big as Texas. He says he was planning to attend the same event, but says God had other plans. Meanwhile, the business owners in the strip mall are hoping gun violence does not hit so close to home again.
I'm concerned about the safety of our customers. So if they don't feel safe, they won't come into the shop anymore. And that's kind of like.
So, R.I.P. Tan DaGod. Condolences to her family. I want to do a little deep dive into this shooting here, because I know there's a lot of people who are hurt by this right now. But what's this video right here? Oakland rapper Tan DaGod after killing and trolling her ex-boyfriend. Let's take a look at this. Let's look to Music 101. Oh, quick fast before we get into this. My bad. I don't need to keep on stopping the shit. I want to send a big salute to Master Move Rise. This YouTube premium break is brought to you by Master Move Rise. Make sure they get their collabo with We Love Hip Hop, okay? Or you can get your own collabos made. They got tracksuits, they got hoodies, t-shirts, all types of good shit. Varsity jackets too, okay? Hit them up on their Instagram page, Master-Move-Rise. You heard me?
Oakland rapper Tan DaGod shot and killed at her meet and greet.
Thank you, Gail. A local female rapper was killed in a shooting.
Killed at a grand, she would be at Glide, described the shot victim
Literally
who
just watch
died
this
to be
story.
okay
Don't do
about the shooting, saying
Listen, you should have never died.
The people have so many questions, but first, how did we get here? Tan DaGod went viral for killing her ex-boyfriend after a domestic dispute that she claimed was self-defense.
Here lies my ex. Listen, you should have never died. you should have never played with me, because then I gotta take it to the 3rd degree.
Yikes.
Making families mad.
Let's go to that interview. I want to see that interview. I don't even want to see the reaction. I want to see that interview. That looks crazy. Interview. Let's do this. Ex-boyfriend. Let's do that. Rapper shot and killed. No. Oh, here it is. Found it.
Yo, it's Tan DaGod, and I just jumped off the porch with a dirty glove bastard.
Salute off the
You
porch.
like-
Big salute off the porch.
In the city while you out here.
Really, I've already been here this month. I already kind of did everything I need to do this month. And then what songs can I match up? Then I thought about Dead, bruh. And I was like, you know, court on this. Everything just came together. So I got this to be extra fucking childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't gonna do shit about it.
Smoking on that X.
Oh yeah, right?
Wood pack.
Oh yeah, you know it. Matter of fact,
X Woods? Bruh. She got specialized back. Yo, what is happening? Get me off of this, bro.
I got the smoke on this dead motherfucker as we speak. Hold up. Hold on. Let me get my little backwood. My ex-wood. You feel me? Like
She got them pre-rolled. She put them in a pack. Oh my God. What have I friggin' unfolded here? It's like when you take a wrong turn in the forest.
look at my ex-wood.
There it is. Get yourself right.
Yeah, let me get right. You feel me? It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Beat the case.
So explain the title and the whole concept of this project. How'd you come up with this? Is this something you've been sitting on for a while, or?
Honestly,
Jesus Christ.
my niece came to me and she was like, can you drop some new music? I'm tired of this shit we listened to. Like, in so many words, the kid talk. It was like, I'm tired of this shit that you like. I'm like, I done overplayed your the
Messed up
album.
my
We
damn
need
shirt.
some new shit. So I went into my catalog because I got hella music. And I was just like, okay, what songs can I match up?
Hold on. What does this say on the tombstone right here? Born September 20th, or sorry, 2020. Died September 20. Oh, I guess that's the length of their relationship. He says, I'm cold. Off that. He ain't mine. That's my ex. Or that's my ex pack. Oh my God.
What songs can I match up? Then I thought about Dead, bruh. And I was like, you know what?
Jesus Christ. You are cold. Listen, I need to know more. I can understand domestic violence could be some real crazy shit. And it can cause for people to be very angry. I don't know what Homeboy did to her. Let's keep that in mind. Homeboy might have been a real animal. But bruh, you got a whole tombstone. Jesus Christ.
Let me drop on them tops about this motherfucker. Because all that shit, I had a few songs that I was already talking my shit. You feel me? About Dead, bruh. You feel me? So I made like three more songs to make it add up. It's 5 songs because it's 5 woods in a pack. You feel me? Like,
wow. What am I seeing here?
so it's real thought out. And we got the flavors. If you listen to the shit, it's the flavors. Like, you don't know, like, you got the Bay Area. You got some deep shit. You got some turn that shit up, bitch. You got that fuck his ass. You got whatever you need. It's like
She got different strains of the Homeboy. Oh my God. Yeah. She came with staged props, fam.
literally whatever you need. And I'm the first motherfucking rapper with a goddamn sentence for a track list. Like, let's get into that. He said I'm cold. Fuck that. That nigga not mine. That's my ex-pack. And I need therapy. That's a run-on sentence, but it's still a sentence.
Oh, should have got therapy. I see that over there. Should have got therapy. Jeez.
But it's still a sentence, though. You feel me? Like,
yeah. And the artwork, this shit went crazy when you revealed it. Like, who did you come up with that? Was that the designer? Like, how'd y'all come up with that one?
Let me see this
so,
artwork.
You feel me? I definitely tapped in with this photographer from the. They not fucking with us. I don't care. I'm really cold. Well, they calling me a snitch, but I never said I shot nobody. I ain't never said that. I'm just smoking on my ex. Like, y'all be smoking on your ops. Y'all ain't kill him. Fuck.
Yeah, you just said he's gone. That's it.
But he gone though. Like, but he gone. That's amazing.
So let me get this straight. I might have missed something here.
So you did the interview with Kid Al. Goes viral. Did you expect it to get that type of reaction, or was that the plan? You know, all along. It was like, let's get them to talk about this.
It wasn't really the plan. It wasn't really the plan. I honestly just was like, when I go to Detroit and do that photo shoot, I need to get some other work in too. So I was like, I got on there and I started spitting the reel, and it was like real just it just went up. Like they just
hold on, let me do a quick search for this. Kid Al.
Doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid Al. Why you sober as a gopher?
It's easier to do the interviews when you're sober.
You think so?
Almost. I remember them days too. Fuck you talking about? Came a long way from 1,000 views. Better than E40. E40 nigga. Like I be playing with my niggas like I beat your ass. If you do some good shit, like I play with my niggas all the time. Like my producers and all the people I love. Like when they do some great stuff, I should beat your ass, nigga. You too great. Like you feel me on some funny. But niggas smoke you or like playing with my life. If I gotta question you and I gotta worry about if you'll make a move against me, even like if you would slime me for my bitch, you would take my life. If you would slime me for my nigga, you would take my life. If you would do any like, or you'll do some shit, like if you do any type of just straight, like you would take my life.
Yeah.
And I gotta move on you before you move on me. Hey, what Medea say? I get them. I'ma get your ass, get you, nigga, because I'm not going.
So one thing that I do have to ask is like, how are you not afraid of like police or did they like side with you on it? Or, like, how did you evade like any type of like consequence, basically?
Okay, so I guess he asked her right around here.
The craziest shit I've ever heard, because it sounds like you're not just making it up for no reason. It sounds like everything you make has relatability to your life or some relevance. Are we supposed to talk about this? Is this like some conversation we're supposed to be having? Okay, what the hell happened? Like, what is that? Like, why? I'm pretty sure that means, if I break it down, that you smoked your ex, which means that he doesn't exist right now.
Long as a bitch got legs, I stand on everything I said. I be smoking on my ex. That relationship is dead. I don't never feel the shade, but I see bitches.
The relationship is dead. I think a little bit more than the relationship is dead.
It's got a shed. I ain't worried about my ex. I put that pussy on his head. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like dead ass nigga. Like you're dead. Like dead. That shit dead as fuck. Dead.
Are we talking about like literally, or are we talking figuratively? I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
Lord did tell me not to.
You got
talk.
the homie shook.
Okay, you shouldn't.
You got the homie shook right now.
Talk about things like that on a
But
podcast.
fuck them.
Wow.
Okay.
Nigga, what y'all gonna do? Look at his face.
Wait.
He like, let me drink some water.
There's certain podcasts that I think this would work on. Okay, well, expand. Okay, well,
You the first
just let her go, bro.
person to talk about it with me too.
I'll take.
You
This is the
breaking the
first time
news.
I'm breaking those kind of.
Breaking
Well,
his
we'll
barriers.
talk about some serious stuff for a second.
Let her talk,
Was
bro.
it like an abusive relationship or something? Did it get to the point where like you had no choice?
Yeah, it's like you ain't got no choice. Like sometimes you really don't have a choice. Like I know females that never had a choice, and they was just dude popping up and
threatening the whole family, and
yikes,
you know, and you know where people live. And I think about it, I'm like, you know where my loved ones live? You gotta go. you got to go. Especially if you got the audacity to threaten them. What? You threatening my people? Everybody gonna die. Oh, is we?
Yo. So I guess, you know, homeboy was extremely, and I'm not going to stop there, but he was abusive and he was threatening her whole family. This is from August 2023. And big salute to the Kid L channel over here, Kid L podcast. Sheesh. Jeez.
I'm gonna show you what it means. Like,
that's the trippy part I always see. Like, if somebody has an attempt on your life one time, but you love that person, it's like you never know when's the next time it could happen. You always I always trip out about that.
You gotta get them, or they gonna get you. You gotta take them out. You gotta take them out. It just is what it is. Like if somebody making.
This is a whole different tone than that other interview that we were just seeing there. The one with the tombstone, or her little tombstone prop that she had there. She was trying to dance around it like, hey, if a nigga gets smoked, don't mean it was me. In this right here, she was like, that's my body right there. Y'all don't know my body.
An attempt on your life, or even make
bodies.
Like any weird ass type of threatening weirdo. Like you make like even the type of weird ass little comments that people be like,
weird ass.
Nigga, I smoke your stupid ass. What you mean you smoke me? Like, nigga, why is you playing like that, nigga? Why is you? I'm not like I do like. I be playing with my niggas like I beat your ass. If you do some good shit, like I play with my niggas all the time. Like my producers and all the people I love. Like when they do some great stuff, I should beat your ass, nigga. You too great. Like you feel me on some funny. But niggas smoke you or like playing with my life. If I gotta question you, and I gotta worry about if you'll make a move against me, even like if you would slime me for my bitch, you would take my life.
This is a gangster, or she was a gangster bitch.
If you would slime me for my nigga, you would take my life. If you would do any like, or you'll do some shit like, if you do any type of just straight like, you would take my life.
Yeah.
And I gotta move on you before you move on me.
Jeez. If I'm the person like the prosecutor, and you know, RIP to her because she didn't even get to go to court. There was a trial date in your future, shorty. Damn, you talking.
When they say, I get them. I'm gonna get your ass, get you, nigga, because I'm not going.
So one thing that I do have to ask is like, how are you not afraid of like police or did they like side with you on it? Or, like how
did
you evade like any type of like consequence basically?
Well, we're gonna find that out on September 23rd.
Okay. So you have to go to court and everything and handle all that, basically.
Bro.
When's this again from?
I was just in the courtroom.
August.
Like, they cloned Tyrone.
Wait, that Netflix movie with Jamie Foxx? Oh.
Yo, no disrespect to her, but yeah, she is a little annoying. RIP to this young lady here. I guess it's safe to say that this is a retaliation move towards her being so, I don't know, just overt with the whole thing. Like, I smoked this nigga, yada, yada, yada. And I can understand, you know, domestic abuse and things like that. It can get crazy to the point where somebody gets killed. And if it's the abuser out there just trying to abuse somebody, if the abuser that's the one that gets killed, I can't be too mad at it. You can't be out here trying to beat up chicks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you end up getting killed, like, bruh, I don't know. But then if your shorty starts going on podcast and all types of shit saying, yeah, I smoked this nigga, ha, 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 I got a pack of him right now. Ooh. In the end of the day, that guy still has people who loved him, no matter how much of a wrong individual he was. Yeah, that's just not the move. But yeah, let's move on. Some dark shit. I will definitely look into doing a deep dive documentary into her. I'm gonna think about it. But yeah, let's move on. Last thing I want to touch on here, and let me know if y'all have any topics that y'all want me to speak about, is the 22 stir. Let me go into my history on YouTube quick fast, because I was watching a video from the homie Point and Shoot. If I'm not mistaken, it was yesterday. Let's do this. Item 22. There we go. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go to Point and Shoot's channel, and I'll pull this up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at. And big salute to Point and Shoot. They've been doing their damn thing. Holy shit. All right.
All right, so for this video, I'm going to be covering Adam the 16's latest heist that he's perpetrating, I think, for that he's announcing he has a new girlfriend. Does this make sense? Like, he's like manufacturing drama around himself. Like, that's how narcissistic and psychopathic he is. So he sets the play for what's coming next, which is when he announces that he has a new girlfriend. And this is the part. Watch this. And I do want to mention that it does appear that everyone in the room, Brick Baby Dodson and Lush One, they all know about what's going on.
Let me stop this for a quick second.
And so when Adam announces it, Lush.
I see a question over here, Juicy Hamburger. Salute. Juicy Hamburger wants to know, Friday, what happened to the Drake Gets a Spooky Message video? It's still up there. It's still up there. Go. You can search it. It's still up there.
Like acts like he's freaking out, like it's the first time he heard it. And I thought that was very interesting. But everyone else seems kind of like they're just rolling their eyes at the situation. And we're going to see later even more evidence that this is just nonsense. And, you know, it seems like the 16 keeps everything like just enough tongue in cheek.
So let's go to the clip.
To explain what's going on lately. So the 16's been having a lot of people up under his nuts. Watch this.
The 3 men that have had relations with your wife have all been black.
Yes.
By design, on accident.
If you were to fill this room with like the top 100 male porn stars on earth, probably like 80% plus would be black.
So the 16 is saying that 80% of the world's male porn stars are all black. What? And I would just like to show you this list from IMDb showing the top ranked male porn stars in the world, ranked 1 through 30. And I'm just going through this list and I'm seeing a lot of, let's just say, non-blacks. And I'm wondering, why are there I mean, there's so many big name choices out there to make.
I'm going to ask you guys a quick question when it comes to this whole thing that's been going on with Adam.
And he brought the girl on No Jumper to introduce her to the world, and that would camera. And he's talking about how he's going to be sleeping on the couch and everything. So what he's doing, he's trying to get people to start talking about how his marriage has gone bad, because he's later on in the show, he's going to announce that he's seeing someone else. And so people are going to pair that with this little gotcha moment that he's trying to play. This is all a setup.
I mean, I definitely thought there was a good chance I was just going to be sleeping on the couch all night. Yeah. We're good. All right. Swearing alert. Just for the beginning. We're live.
N-word, F-word.
He says we live.
Word.
Is we live?
We here.
Is we live?
That's right.
Ladies.
So what you guys just saw was the 16 floated that out there, that he's been sleeping on the couch and whatnot. So he's hoping that.
So they're saying that Adam has been saying that he's been sleeping on the couch. You know what I'm saying? And he got this new thing.
Which is when he announces that he has a new girlfriend. And this is the part. Watch this. And I do want to mention that it does appear that everyone in the room, Brick Baby Dodson and Lush One, they all know about what's going on behind the scenes. And so when Adam announces it, Lush like acts like he's freaking out. This is just nonsense. And serve him justice at all costs. So let's watch this clip.
If you're not from here, you're fucked.
Guys, I have a little bit of an announcement. I've got myself a side chick. Oh, it's been 8 years of me being committed to Lena the Plug.
That's kind of a fake reaction right there. Look at this.
So
side chick. Oh, it's been 8 years of me being committed to Lena the Plug, but I've decided. decided that I wanted to open things up a little bit. Me and her, this is a mutual decision. And after spending so many years sampling some of the finest that Armenia has to offer, and Glendale, really.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Point and shoot is hilarious.
I've decided to take a walk on a wilder side and get in touch with my roots.
What's your roots?
Yeah.
With your roots?
Well, not my roots, but you know.
All right, so I need to explain what's going on lately. So the 16's been having a lot of people up under his nutsack lately. A lot of nobody.
Let's go.
And it's just like really over the top stupid. And it's like so obvious that they're not actually dating. I mean, they don't kiss each other on the lips at all. It's like this is like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. She won't even give him a quick peck on the lips for show.
Oh, is it fake?
I'm sorry. So he brings her up. He
But you know, not like me, right?
Do love BBC, but you know, even though you're a little bit on the smaller side, I still love it.
Wait, what?
That means she love you for you, gang.
Okay, so something remarkable is going on here. So this facial.
So there's all this going on. I feel like anybody who follows No Jumper, the whole No Jumper lore, they'll have seen all of these things, these clips. Here's the thing that I didn't see, and this is why point and shoot is goated. Watch this.
We go in the into my office for a second because I got a little something I want to give you.
Absolutely. What is it?
If you guys hear any banging on the walls,
So
what is it like? The 22's just gonna get nasty.
Oh,
you
my
got
God,
to get your little ass poked.
Oh,
I'm gonna get my little ass ate. I'll be right back.
Yo, dude.
All right, so that was the fake girlfriend, and her name is DJ Sky High. She's from Baddies East or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but this is her Instagram profile. She seems to be doing well for herself. She doesn't. I mean, this isn't someone who would be dating Adam the 16.
I want to be that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to be with me.
Yo, Adam is pouring it on thick right now. This is crazy, cringe. But this is what I wanted y'all to see.
Random anonymous video pops up in the Reddit.
That is Lena the Plug, and this is Jason Love. Okay. Oh, front view. Even better.
Of what
taking a walk on the beach. So let's take that off the screen. I'm going to ask you guys, is this real or fake? And the poll that I have up here is Lena and Adam on the outs. Okay, because for this to be a whole orchestrated for more clout, more virality, how is that going to work out? Please tell me this. And I see a lot of y'all in the comments like, yo, this is fake. This is fake. And don't get me wrong. It looks super fake. But it could be some real shit underneath all of that, the facade. And I'll tell you why. There's only so much that I think that these guys can fake this, oh, we just smash all these people and it's just work and blah, 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 blah. Okay, I know Adam has gotten his share of girls in their whole plug talk relationship that they got going on. And I ain't hating on it. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, Adam can't be in the culture because, you know, debauchery and he talks about, you know, I'm not one of those people. I'm not on a high horse when it comes to Adam22. But I don't know. I'm just not in that world, maybe, for how open they really, really, really can be. And when it came to that whole Jason Love video, yes, that was, you know, it went viral. It went crazy viral. But one thing I do remember from that whole video that was like a viral part of it, and one thing that they kept on posting is, especially on Twitter when Twitter was getting wild, is shorty like eating. I'm not, you know, for YouTube, it's we got to have the guidelines, but she was eating stuff, you know what I mean? The creamy stuff. And it wasn't because homeboy put it in her mouth on some Alcanelli shit. You know what I'm saying? She let the nigga cream pie her. I'll just say that. And I don't care how much of the corn world you guys are in and whatever. From when that happened, and I remember Adam talking about it on his podcast, he wasn't too fond of that. No matter how much these guys try to get the viral views and all that type shit, that was one thing that I remember him saying that wasn't too cool with. And I know they had a little fake beef after him and Jason Love. They try to just keep pushing the views on the shit. But I don't know how much y'all can push this just, for the gram. This is real people that we're dealing with in the end of the day. People with real feelings. All right. So, yes, I'm not in that world. I'll say once again. So I don't know how their mind works when they're in this world and they're just smashing all of these different people that, they film with. But it might turn into what they call a polygamous relationship. You know what I mean? Like they'll just take the shit off camera, and yeah, they have their on-camera work that they do and stuff. But after a while, with all this no jumper gangbanger shit and all that, she might want to just cozy up with a nigga who's not part of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Jason Love ain't about all that action. He left out in his past. He don't got to deal with polys. All right. I'm just putting ideas out there in the universe. I'm not trying to be mixy or anything. I guess I am being a little bit mixy, but I'm just saying there are some very strong possibilities. So salute to Adam22. We can look at the other angle of, he's trying to go viral, but they're doing okay at No Jumper. They don't really need to take it to this level to get No Jumper views. Maybe Plug Talk. If they want to get more Plug Talk views, fine. But as far as No Jumper, I don't see Adam being in a fake relationship translating to No Jumper getting more views. I see more him interviewing Pop Smoke's killer, or I don't know, the Kodak Black interview that he just dropped. Those are the different types of things that are helping to bring his hip hop platform up to another level, in my opinion. All right. So the fake relationship and all that, that may work, but I just don't see it translating. So in my opinion, yes, there may be some fake shit to present to the public, but there's some real shit happening behind the scenes. That's all I got to say on it. Okay. I'll leave it alone. I think we might be done here. I got one more thing that I keep on seeing here. I want to look up quick fast. Lord Jamar. Lil Kim. Salute to Bag Fuel. They're out here kicking Math Hoffa's back in right now.
Bag Fuel, baby.
But what is the concept of a plant though, Jamar? Like, because people hear that word
all around now.
Yeah.
What is the concept of a plant?
It's a conversation, not an interview. Because I know people hear that word. We understand what it is. Especially,
it means somebody who's been inserted to try to guide and to try to guide things in a certain way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they're given unlimited funds and unlimited resources in order to try to achieve their goal.
But what is the purpose of putting a sexy red out? Tell me, what's the end all and be all
to fuck
everybody? Up. So did Little Kim?
These guys have great audio and sound right now. Audio and visuals right now.
Fuck everybody up too.
She was a plant. She was
Little Kim was a plant.
She was a seed. I'm gonna say she was a seed.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yo, let him finish.
You got to cut it out, Lord Jamar. I'm gonna let you land.
Finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
She was the grandmother of fucking up all these fucking broads. Like when she got up there and spread her legs out like that and said, "I take it in the butt." What? She fucking opened the door for all these girls to be whores. Then who was the next one that followed behind her? Nicki Minaj. And
you got to be very specific when you're saying industry plant. That's not industry plant action. Or is it? Did the industry plant them to mess up society? X-Files sounds needed for that.
And
let him talk.
yeah,
Let him speak.
Yeah.
Come on,
And hold up, this the first time the cameraman I interviewed that. I never seen the cameraman get to speak. But okay, let's go. Space Ghost, like
I've been around since the 70s with this shit.
Okay,
Like, come on,
I hear you. I'm just like,
Get to it. Get to it.
about Lord Jamal.
No, I'm asking you. They've been spreading their legs since the 70s. So Pam Grier's a plant too?
But hey,
was she?
Challenge him.
Was she?
Black exploitation.
Why do you think they call it black exploitation, sir?
He's spitting.
What do you think they was trying to fuck up at that time? You know what was prevalent at that time?
The family.
The Black Power movement. The Black is Beautiful movement. The Black Arts movement. Soul Train. Black people had mad shit in power at that time. They didn't like that. Let's fuck it up with immoral shit. Black.
Gang, I might have to back up a little bit. Boop, boop, boop. Jamal's spitting right now. Let him spit.
Black people before
Pause.
that, at the civil rights movements, we were some of the most moral people that you'd ever want to find. After the 70s and that whole blaxploitation shit,
Single mother.
we was on some bullshit.
In the 60s, there was a
And
lot of
yes,
families.
Hip hop came out of that bullshit too,
Land the plane.
which is why it
Land the plane.
gravitated to a lot of bullshit.
So can you blame it?
Huh?
Can you blame it? Because
I
think
mean,
about
we
it.
always have to-
You're saying
No,
it
no, no,
burst
no.
it
Let him
now.
land.
It's what you talked to.
Right.
Yes.
It is.
And
You're right. But
and early on, you said we
Right.
need a disruption.
right. So now let's
Okay.
disrupt the foul shit.
Bring it.
Let's disrupt the foul shit. Because just because something's part of your DNA doesn't mean that you have to continue it. See, you could have an ancestor who killed mad people. That doesn't mean you have to keep doing it because you know that killing's wrong. So why the fuck would you continue that in your DNA? You create your DNA every day with the choices you make. DNA. You feel me?
I think our reward system is fucked up though.
Right. They're rewarding the foul shit
Because if we think
and
about
punishing the truth teller.
yes.
He might got a point right there. Because where we at from Lil Kim, from Lil Kim to Nicki Minaj to Sexy Red and Ice Spice and all that we got now. Yeah, there might be a concerted effort that might be going on the low.
Like I saw the interview with Dr. Umar talking about how Columbus Short wouldn't date a woman who didn't have a father in her life because of what the trauma comes with it.
Right.
But then he also said from jail, I got money. You get penalized.
You're too lyrical.
And you're from the era. If you didn't have bars, you couldn't even come out the house and say you a rapper.
Now it's like, oh, that guy's a metaphysical, whimsical type of rapper. Really still breaking records in the strip
This
club.
is where this Jamal, is girls. I see it. This young,
I don't go to strip
young
clubs.
generation. But this is what I'm saying. They're basing their music and basing their vibe upon what rocks off in the strip club.
And so
it's across the country,
right? So now,
Mississippi,
and so that's bad.
New York.
They're using that as the metric.
That's the metric.
Of what's popping. How could this ever improve?
I'm telling
if we gotta test our records out in a fucking harlot's den.
But can I say
like,
this?
what kind of shit is this?
But let me say this.
He's talking facts. I'll give you guys one critique as far as bag fuel. Y'all gotta let the guests cook. I know y'all do something different. It's more of a conversation than an interview, but even in those conversational type interviews, you gotta let the guests cook. These niggas be interrupting this nigga way too much because Jamar's cooking.
Showcase the hip hop anymore.
Except where
this is all they give it.
debauchery. Where the most freakiest shit is going on. And that's a problem.
And then you
because
know
that's
this.
not where hip hop didn't start on the pole. I mean, it was a light pole, but it was no broads was swinging down it.
Down from it. We never know. But then the issue is this. And you know this because you've been a major rapper that knows what's involved with money.
This is kind of the issue that they were having over there at My Expert Opinion. When these niggas be interviewing people at My Expert Opinion, the other niggas in the background, Heineken, all these niggas, they wouldn't shut the fuck up and let the guests cook. And I can see that maybe being an issue with them in Math. I don't know if that's why they obviously parted ways. Like, I'm sure there was way more than just interrupting the guest. But these niggas like, we just start our own shit and interrupt the guest all we want. I know that's not the point of this video or this reaction right here, but goddamn. But anyhow, is Jamar spitting facts? Were people like Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj later on planted by the powers that be to further divide the black family in the future? Because when you really think about it, none of these raps are really enforcing family, right? A lot of the raps that I'm hearing, and no disrespect to the ladies out there, but the popular ladies rap that I hear is take a nigga for his money. We don't need you niggas. What else? I'm F-R-E-E, nigga free. Yeah. I agree with that. Stay away from fuck niggas. That's I agree with that. But a lot of the sentiment is just pushing sex and pushing things that are just not conducive to a family in the future. And don't get me wrong, nobody ain't trying to hear no family raps in the club. But as far as when it comes to the ladies, somebody like Rhapsody, ain't nobody really talking about her, and she has some of her music. Her music is better than all of these chicks to me, right? But they ain't pushing her shit, right? She might, be able to go get an award and stuff like that, and be accomplished in ways. But ain't nobody pushing the new Rhapsody video in people's faces. They're not reposting that on the timeline. They're posting Ice Spice doing the bend over, hold her pum pum move. Like, that's not even a bar. That's just her just bending over and covering her crack. Like, this is what we've been deduced to at this point when it comes to the whole hip hop game. Especially, and I don't want to be piling on the ladies, but especially when it comes to the women. I'll give y'all some bail. Niggas ain't talking about shit neither. Right? Smoking on this guy. A lot of the niggas lyrics be shit too. Okay, so y'all are both equally doing a lot of trash. And we're not going to act like this is just a now thing. Rappers been rapping about debauchery for a long time. I used to be one of them. Okay, a lot of my raps are just drugs this, I'll shoot you in the face that, more drugs this, smash some bitches, ray tay tay tay. But that's what's hot. And that's what I was living. But even besides what I was living, you embellish and you add on to that type shit because that's what's hot. You know what I'm saying? Is it society's fault? Or has society been designed to believe that that's what's hot? I've been in the game for a long time too, just like Lord Jamar. I used to listen to Lord Jamar as a rapper when he was down with Brand Nubians. And in those times, Brand Nubian was popping. This is the 90s. One for all and all for one. Brand Nubians. They were like on some super Afrocentric type shit. And Grand Poobah was my favorite rapper. But at those times, that was the move. That's what was popular. Keep in mind, hip hop was in a way different place. By the time these guys got to, let's say, the late 90s, they were talking about punks jump up to get beat down. But if you look at Brand Nubians right here, in this thumbnail right here, they got African colors and stuff. Right? Look at this shit. Look at these guys. Just to give you an idea, Grand Poobah over here with the looking fly with he didn't have the the Tommy Hill in that. Lord Jamar over here with his dread cap on, looking real Rasta-ish. Right? These guys are showing Ali Selassie in the video. What's the view count on this? God damn. Atlantic Records. This is courtesy of Atlantic Records. 663,000 views from 14 years ago. Oh my God. Where have we gone? We've lost our way. Holy shit. Big salute to Flower Buds. Salute from the UK. Yes, sir. Wow. Lord Jamar might be right. Brand Nubian. Well. Holy shit. Hold on. Let me let Lord Jamar get his shit off. And I caught somebody paying my phone. We about to get your purses and Rami take their home and try and do me well. With the jaw, every time I rock a rhyme show Jamal's intellectual. Girls wanna get sexual. I guess I have like damn. Every time I try to kick a rhyme and show you I'm an intellectual, girls try to get sexual. Like, gosh, golly darn. Like this is what people were rapping about in the early 90s. Like, no, listen to my intellect. We don't have time for sex right now, shorty. And this was a hit. This is playing on the radio. Intellectual. Girls wanna get sexual. I guess I have to cope with being so dope. You wanna be me, but can't see me with a telescope. Niggas is righteous, so bro. Tight, I get calluses. Yo, analysis is that the Lord with. Yeah, I'm not gonna get copyright for this. But let me check the poll over here quick fast and see the temperature. Was Nicki Minaj an industry plant? 60% says yes, 40% says no. And let's keep in mind, not in the industry plant way where a lot of people have those the industry plant terms. You know, the record companies planted you, you didn't do the hard work before, they just plopped you in there and try to make people think that you just came up from a hard struggle, but you know, they planted you the whole time. We're clear on that meaning for industry plant. We're not talking about that. I think he's even going deeper. Okay. When he's talking about the industry, he's not just talking about the music industry. He's talking about the music industry in collaboration with the government and the powers that be to make sure that the black family doesn't exist anymore. When you're talking in that sense, I might have to agree on that whole industry plant thing. It's not just a Lil Kim thing, or it's not just a Nicki Minaj thing. It's all of the super gangster rappers that came in afterwards. Like I mentioned, Brand Nubians had to switch up in the latter parts of their career and start talking about punks jump up to get beat down, because the rap game was starting to go into a more violent direction. You know what I mean? If you ain't talking that tough shit, if you ain't keeping it real, and this is a 90s term, keeping it real is not some shit that just came up now. That shit was from the 90s. If you wasn't keeping it real at some point in time, niggas wasn't trying to hear all that peace, love shit. That was like 91, 92. Okay? With the Native Tongues and Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and them niggas had hits. But by the time we got to 94, 95, look, and don't get me wrong, I loved all this shit. But Black Moon was talking about buck him down. Mobb Deep was, you know, what did Prodigy say? R.I.P. Rock you in your face, stab your nose, stab your brain with your nose bone. This shit. Rock you some Steven Seagal shit. And all them niggas talked about was guns. You know what I mean? So, and that was starting to get pushed further into the forefront. Diddy and all them niggas came in with all the shiny shit. Let's just party. Party. And look at Diddy now. So Lord Jamar may have a point when it comes to the whole industry plant in a bigger sense of the term. I am mad at him. Big salute to Lord Jamar. Him and Vlad need to link up again. That's what I need to see. Vlad and Lord Jamar doing another set of interviews. I understand that these guys are standing on business. When Vlad he had some things to say about the Minister Farrakhan. Lord Jamar, Godfrey, a bunch of people separated from Vlad. However, I think they can bury the hatchet at some point in time. They could talk behind the scenes, and I would love to see Lord Jamar, Vlad TV link up again, because he been cooking lately. But yeah, salute to Lord Jamar. I think I could end it there. We got a nice 2.5 hour live here. Flower Bud, send that to my Instagram, send it to my Instagram, Friday Ricky Dread, or you can email us at, and I'll throw this up on the screen, we love hip hop Toronto at gmail.com. Again, we love hip hop Toronto at gmail.com. And I'll check out that link that you're sending me right there. All right. Look out for the Chem, aka Chem 6 Up interview that's going to be dropping tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. for all the audio listeners, and 6 p.m. for the people who are watching on YouTube. For the people who are not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe on the way out. Hit that like button to push us up in this algo. And I'll see y'all soon. We are off of this. Deuces.